For quite some time, I've been trying to guide some young people to learn keyboards, and of recent, I received another request from another family. And what gives me joy is that the young ones I started with have grown up, and some of them are in the university now. So they've gone from elementary study of piano and keyboard to playing for the Church of God. And what I plan to do is just to present the elementary, the kind of fundamental study of piano and keyboard. And if I've been able to provide some series of teachings, I hope those who learn these elementary ones will be able to build upon it to become specialists and great musicians and keyboardists and pianists in the future. And I want to give credit to God for giving me the grace to learn keyboard fundamentals as electives when I was studying for my degree under Reverend Dr. Paul Davidson. And thank God for his life and the grace God has given unto him to teach music and piano and keyboard in the seminary in those years. So I'm not a specialist, but I still keep improving on the electives which I learned in those days. Today, what I want to do within the next few hours, no, let me say a few minutes for a start, that we are going to have a series of teachings. The first one will be about 25 minutes, and another series will come probably another 30 minutes until we're able to improve very well. And the few things I want to do today is to introduce us to keyboard or piano. There are different types and different sizes, but there is one thing that is common to all of them, and that is white keys and black keys. If I'm able to know white keys and black keys today, that is very great. And we need those two keys to be able to play the piano. And another thing I want to put across to us today is that we need 8 fingers on each side of the piano to play very well, but we have only 5 on each side. So there will be a need for us to manipulate our 5 fingers to make it up to 8, which I'm going to demonstrate to us today. And also, for each side, you have to increase your fingers from 5 to 8, and on the other side, you increase your fingers from 5 to 8. I will show you how you are going to go about that. If you are unable to do that, it may be a bit difficult for us to play very well. And another thing I want us to know today is what we call octave, which is similar to increasing your fingers from 5 to 8. So there is octaves, that is 8 keys in the playing of keyboards, which some people call tonisophas, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So 8 octaves. So the octaves are now translated into the keyboard so that each key has a sound. I'm going by white keys now. Each key has a sound that goes with it. It is ability to understand what key you are playing and the sound it is giving you that will help you to play it very well. And the last point I want to raise is where to start. There is what we call middle C. Middle C is fundamental to learning how to play the keyboard. So I will start to go through now to look at the one I'm using. I'm using Yamaha today. I may use another kind another day. Let me show us the keyboard I'm playing today to introduce us to keyboard fundamentals. So this is Yamaha. For those who are able to see it from this one, and the other camera is here. So we have the white keys, we have the black keys. But when we study the black keys, we should note that the black keys are arranged in a special way. We have two black keys close together and other three black keys go together, and another two black keys, three black keys, two black keys, three black keys, like that. So at the center of your piano, from left to right, at the center, where you have the two black keys close together, the white key to the left of those two black keys is called the middle C. If you look at this, this is my keyboard. This is my keyboard. Let me transfer it this way. 1 second. I want to invert it. Okay. Just a minute. All right. Okay. Now, if you look through my keyboard now, this is how it is directly as I'm sitting here. We have these two black keys. We have three black keys. This happens to be the center of my keyboard. So I have the white key at the beginning of the two black keys here. To my left is the middle C. And that middle C sounds Do. Do, Do. The reason why I'm paying attention to the middle C is that we might know where we start the playing and where we start the reading of our notes when we begin to read notes very soon in another presentation. So I'm going through again. We have white keys, which you all see here. We have the black keys. In addition, the black keys are arranged in two forms. Three black keys together, another two black keys, go by three black keys and two black keys. At the center of the entire keyboard, where you have the central two black keys, you press the white key on the left of those two black keys. That it sounds Do, Do, Do. So I'll refer to this again later on when I begin to explain how to place our fingers on the keyboard. So whether you are using a very big keyboard or a big piano or whatever kind of piano or keyboards you are using, what is common to all of them is the white keys and the black keys. And another thing that is common to them is we should know where the middle C is. It's very important. Middle C is very, very important. And the next thing that is important for us to learn the keyboard at the elementary stage is how to place our fingers on the keyboard. Initially, when I started the introduction of today's lesson, I said that we need to look for how to increase our 5 fingers to 8, because we have to play 8 keys to give us sounds that are required in music, at least 8 keys. So what I'm trying to do now is to demonstrate how to use the left hand and increase my 5 fingers to 8. So I'm placing my finger on another key C, this central key C, close to the 2 black keys. I place my finger on the left side of the 2 black keys. So if I move my hand to the left and I find another set of 2 black keys, then this key also is another C, key C, which also sounds Do. Now if I move my hand again further to another set of 2 black keys and I press the white key to my left, it is also key C, Do, Do, also key C. So now we see that we have many key C on our keyboard. If you want to try, let me ask a question. Now look here, now we have 3 black keys here, 2 black keys here. Which one is key C? You want to guess? Try and see if you can press it, if you can identify it in your mind. Okay, if you said this, this is correct. This is key C. Now let's move again to my right. We have another 2 black keys here, and the white key to the left side of the 2 black keys that are together is also Do, key C. Move further to the right, we have another 2 black keys here close together, 3 close together. Now let's pay attention to the 2 black keys that are together here. So the white key to its left is also Do, but it's very high. Do, that's key C. And keep going further, we have another 2 keys here. After 3 black keys, then 2 black keys, this one also is another C, key C, which also sounds Do. So we now know that there are many C there. So how do we play so that we will not be memorizing so much? There's no need to memorize. We should be able to identify. I prefer people to identify the keys than to memorize it. So if this is C, then before you get C, you must have B. This is B. And before you get B, you must have A. This is A. So you can now go from here to my right, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So that's how we number it. But if you start from C, D, E, F, G. So after G, we go to A again. A, B, C. C, you see now C is now close to the 2 black keys. C, D, E, F, G. After G, we start another A. So if you want to number your white keys with stickers, don't let it damage the duty of your keyboard. You can put sellotape or any kind of sticker that you can write on and stick it so that you'll be able to at least identify the key C, and you know where to place your finger when you want to play. So I want to use my right hand now to play. I'll place my finger, 5 fingers. My thumb will be on key C, middle C. So if this is my middle C, it is my middle C, and my thumb is playing that. So, and my next finger will play the next key, and the next finger will play this. Sorry, I'm trying to hold my camera and also trying to play and also talk. So my finger is touching a wrong key. Sorry about that. So what I want us to note is to increase your fingers from 5 to 8, we need to do some addition. So I'll use numbering now to play. and see how my 5 fingers will increase to 8. 1, 2, 3. 3 plus 5. I start from 1 again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've been able to add the 3 fingers, my thumb including the other 2 fingers. These are 3. After playing the first 3, I will use my thumb to start all over again. So 1, 2, 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 plus 5 give me 8. So 1, 2, 3. Then move your thumb here. Then go. Now we want to come back. That will be 5 plus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then move this finger here. Yeah. So I go over it again. 3 plus 5. 1, 2, 3. Then start from 1 again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I want to come back. Use this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will add 3 now. 6, 7, 8. So if I'm able to start with 3, 1, 2, 3, start all over again from 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I'm able to move your fingers like that, it will help you to be able to play keyboard. And if you listen to what I'm playing Tony Sofa, Do, Ti, La, So, Fa, Mi, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, Ti, La, So, Fa, Mi, Re, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, Ti, La, So, Fa, Mi, Re, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, Ti, La, So, Fa, Mi, Re, Do. As I've used my right hand to play that, I can also use my left hand to play and follow the same method. That is, you start from, look for 2 black keys and then place your finger at the left side of the keys, but play white key. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, do. So for the left hand, when you start from Do or key C on your left side, you follow the finger by adding 5 plus 3. For the right hand, we do 3 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 when you are going to the right side. For the left hand, you complete the 5, then add 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 3. And you now move your third finger to start all over again. Can you see that? Now I'll start again. My complete 5 fingers, then I will add 3 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 3. 1, 2, 3. I got 8. Again, 5 plus 3. And if you want to go back, playing with the same hand, your left hand, when you are going back, it will be 3 plus 5. 1, 2, 3 plus 5. You are coming to the right side, you start with 5 plus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 3. 1, 2, 3. You are going back, you complete 3, then start all over with 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 3. 3. We are going back 3 first. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now try with my right hand now and play the same thing. But here we start with 3. 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going back 5 plus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So with that, if you're able to practice that over and over again as a beginner for about a week or 2, anytime you just want to go to your keyboard, put your fingers there. See if you can play the tonisofa 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see if you can play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. And another thing you should note is if you can play the 2 hands together with the same rhythm, trying to play the 2 fingers and the 2 hands together with the same rhythm, it will be of help as a beginner. At some point, very soon, probably in the next 2 presentations, we'll be able to see how we can read notes with our piano or keyboard. And I don't want this presentation to be more than 30 minutes, in the sense that you will be able to listen to it again for another 30 minutes and trying to demonstrate, try to do what I have done here today. And if you have any question, you can leave your questions below at some point, so that when I go through, I'll be able to answer those questions or be able to make improvements or make my points clearer in the subsequent presentations. So today we've been able to look at keyboard. The one I'm using today is Yamaha, and then another day I possibly may use another kind. And then we've been able to identify black keys and white keys. And we've been able to identify the middle C, where C is. The middle C, very close to 2 black keys. And there are many C, another 2 black keys, we have C, another 2 black keys, we have C. And to my right, 2 black keys, we have C. 2 black keys, we have C. And we've been able to use our 2 hands to play. And remembering that we need 8 fingers to play on each side to be able to complete the tonisofas. So for the left hand, we start with key C, but when you complete the 5, you need 3 more. You move your finger, you maneuver your 3rd finger to start again, 2, 1. And when you're going back, you follow the same method, 1, 2, 3, and you move your thumb to start all over. Does that sound right to you? Then you do the same thing with your right hand. 1, 2, 3, then continue with complete 5. Then come back with the same way and start with 5, complete it with 3. So that is what I want us to pay attention today. And what helps us a lot in keyboard fundamentals or in introduction to playing the piano is practice. Let us practice very well. And my instructor actually said that I should use an hour every day when I was learning more than 20 years ago. I should use an hour each day to practice, and I did then, but it's been a long time, so I stopped practicing every day. I don't practice every week also. But with all the challenges that I have, that I need to introduce more people to keyboards, so I have to start practicing again. So I wish all of you the best as you practice, especially for those who are beginners. As I said earlier on, this for beginners. And if I'm able to take us through the beginning or introductory um, keyboard practice, I'm very confident that you can become specialists. But just pay attention as we continue from the rudimentary and see how we go. Move on to reading notes at some point. Before I conclude today, because of my time, I want to introduce to us a book that I used when I was learning keyboard over 20 years ago. And this is the Mary Jo Moore keyboard course. Mary Jo Moore keyboard course. All right, is it visible? The Mary Jo Moore keyboard course, book 1. So I'll be referring to that book, and if you're able to get one on any bookshop or online, you can get it if you like, because we're going to play from it, we read notes from it, and we see how we improve in the next coming weeks. So I said, the Lord bless you and keep you and make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon all of us and grant us his peace. By the name, my name is Tayo Olayinka, Akintayo Olayinka, originally from Nigeria. I'm Nigerian. And I live in the UK. Thank you very much. God bless.